friends, Allison here with AJ's Inspired Life with another catch up on my journal, my fauxbonichi, whatever you want to call this daily journal that I'm working in right now. I've showed it to you. I know you guys are upside down, so it's this big honker of a thing that I'm trying to work through, and I am going to work on some pages, and then I had a couple things that I was just going to show you part of my process, and I just thought, gosh, I'll just do it while I'm talking to you guys. So this is where I currently am. I've posted this page. This is Wednesday, which is not done but started, and I need to finish. And then this was Thursday, and again, if I have some quotes that stick out or I know something's going on that day, I'll start there, and then I go back in and add some pieces. I wanted to show you, this is yesterday, which was Friday. I'll turn it around so you guys can maybe see it a little bit better. I just stuck a bunch of stuff in here. I'm not finished with it. I need to go in and finish it and move stuff around, but everything orange I could find, because orange is the new black. The season came out yesterday again, and I have to watch it. I don't know what to tell you. I resisted for a very long time, and then I finally did it, and then I was hooked. And so the second season, I think, was just released yesterday. I found out about it yesterday anyway, so that page is orange for yesterday, so I'll have to go and finish. So I wanted to show you a couple things as I do today, but I was thinking when I did this page that I don't know where you guys get all your stuff, and so I was just thinking this page just easily came together. Well, a lot of this is just office stuff. I have, like, you know, sticky notes that happen to be orange, or, you know, these are all different sticky notes. But these words came from, like, this is from a magazine, and this Powering Your Strength, and right here, this obviously is a giant spoon off of the cereal, which I don't eat, but my kids eat. And then I got some of my office stuff done yesterday and printed at the office supply store, obviously. So this is off the bag. And I just thought, like, reach for your potential. So I have that next to my gym quote here. And the gym quote I printed out off, you know, the internet pics. But reach for your potential is also off the cereal box. So there's a lot of things that they, you know, powering your strength, and it's special. Obviously, you can tell what cereal it is, but I just think if you're looking for things, much like in life, but if you're looking for things for fodder, for your journal, for your pages, it's everywhere. And so even on the cereal boxes, I found some pretty cool quotes. This one's my favorite from yesterday. So as I unloaded the cereal boxes and put them in their containers, and I was literally going to put them in recycling, I just was cutting them up. My husband's like, what are you doing? So anyway, I just thought I'd share that with you. I think you guys all, you know, find stuff. I'm going to color today's pages, but then I also was going to show you some of the other things. I know you guys are all collect the envelopes for the inside, and I have a pile of those as well, because they're so different and, I don't know, unique. So here's some of those. So this is like a gray, same thing here. This one I like. This one looks like, I don't know, it reminds me of confetti or sand or something kind of cool. I don't know, I like that one. I love the Please Recycle, and so I use this a lot, even in Happy Meal or whatnot, just because we're recycling. I think it's kind of cool. So, and then anytime you can find other colors, obviously. Oh, this one's another kind of speckled pattern, if you will. Can you see that? It's kind of weird lighting in here. I'm not a professional, you guys. And then this one's one of my favorites, obviously, the green. Look at that. Yummy. Look at this envelope. Can you see? The credit card envelopes. It's like, whoa. Brighten, look at right there, brighten your day. I could easily cut that out. Oh gosh, how about some glare for you guys? There you go. Brighten your day. Cut that out, but I could make punches or little flags or something out of this. I love that. And then let me see. Oh, and this one's a blue one, like light blue. So I do save all those, and I easily can make, like I said, punches or something. I don't have a punch available, but I punch a lot of these just for shapes. I cut them out for like a journaling spot or a tag or something like that. So that's just a little extra. But this is like one of my favorite envelopes right now. I love the craft brown. So I tend to try to collect some stuff. I cut out a paper bag for the back of my journal back here, and I just taped it in, and then I use it as a pocket. I would do the same thing, you know, really with this almost. I would just tape this whole thing in, use it as a pocket, and store stuff in there. You could easily decorate it, but I love the craft brown. So when I get these envelopes, I tend to save these for sure, because I think those are kind of cool. So I wanted to show you, this is just our junk mail. It literally came today. And I was gonna, like I said, it was going in the recycling bin, but of course I can't put it in the recycling bin. I have to go through it and look at it. So I just, you know, quotes like this, like "you deserve," I will probably cut out and save. I just really quickly was looking at this. So I'm kind of into the words. There's definitely pictures. I don't even know how to get into this thing. I really grabbed it. There's obviously bigger quotes or pictures like this if you wanted to do, you know, something like that, depending on the size you're working on. This one doesn't have too much actually, but you know, it's worth looking at. This would be really fun kind of to cut out for the shape at a bottom of a page or something. Again, depending on the size of book you're working with. I'm obviously working with this huge book right now, so I have some room. We could cut out second for like, if you have a second, or if you have a second guest, you could obviously do that. So anyway, just something to think about. I think I would cut this out, book your vacation today, because I am looking at vacations and trying to do that. So I would probably actually cut that out and use that. So that's that one. This one stuck out to me, and I think it's funny because look, I had already cut it out. It was in another ad, and I'm gonna like cut around the stars and then, you know, put something in here. So like my girl right now is in California playing soccer. Last week they won, you know, like the tournament. This weekend they're winning so far. That would be something like if something big happened, I would, you know, put something in here with the stars around it. I do like that. And then look, it came again in another form of ad. This is their own like thick mailer. So I would do the same. Again, I have a fairly big page here to work with, so some of these may be too big. This is really 4.25 by 6. So this is actually kind of the size of a photo actually. So just something to think about if you guys are going through your mail and you have stuff. You could just cut out the stars if you wanted that. And I saw this little airplane, if you can see that. I like to just put a little airplane on plane days that my kids are traveling to sports or my husband's traveling for work. So I'll cut that out and use that because he left yesterday. And then, oh, this is where I found that other ad I was going to show you in one of these free mailers. This is where the stars were, right? Like that. So, I don't know, it may not catch your eye because you're not looking for windows. Or maybe you are looking for windows, but yeah. So anyway, I just grabbed it there. So I thought that was interesting. I might cut out this, the word notice. And I don't know. I don't want to laugh at it. I don't. But I thought this. I just think this is usable somehow. I just do. I think, like I would maybe put it like, have you seen me play soccer, or have you seen me, you know, whatever. I don't mean to make light of the situation at all. So that is not my intent. So I think the ad is good, but I might cut it out and use it. So anyway, that was me going through my trash and not being able to throw out all the stuff. You guys know obviously about napkins. This is one of my favorite sets that we have. So it's dirty because it's used, right? But again, I am going to probably cut it out. I've used the crab guy before. I don't know if you've seen my pages. I've used him once or twice before. I just think he's amazing. I may not put him in my daily journal. I'll probably use him for an art journaling page again, and you guys probably also know you have to separate these layers, which is a little bit harder than it should be, I think. But anyway, these are nice thick, so you want to separate and get that real thin paper off the top. That's the one you want to keep. I don't even know if I can do it right now, but and then I decoupage that in or Mod Podge it into my page. So anyway, not a lot of help right now. Sometimes you can separate it this way. Anyway, I guess you could Mod Podge the whole thing on there. It's just a little bit thicker. So maybe I'll do that because I can't seem to separate them. So, and you can rip it or tear it or whatever, you know, whatever works for you. Oh, look, there's the layer right there. There it is. So you want to see how it separates, and you get this kind of tissue top layer. There it goes. All right, so I have this that I'll keep and use, which becomes really kind of transparent and pretty on a big page. And then I do have this, which obviously could be trash, but I just keep all this in my paint, you know, bucket for dabs and whatever. And then if you want, maybe I'll do another page on how I make a background with art journaling. But if this is all colored with watercolors, then I will decoupage, I'll put that onto a background too. So maybe I'll do another page on that, or another idea on that. So that was really it. Today's page, look, I'm actually current. Today is this day. It is Saturday. You guys know what I'm doing for this journal because these white pages drive me nuts. I tested out my orange here for whatever reason from the day before, so, but that's not the color of the day. Today's color, I'm not too sure why, but it is purple because that's what is speaking to me. And so we are going to do some purple here. I already pulled out a little bit of tapes that I wanted to use. What should I do with the purple? I guess more orange maybe? I don't really know. I'll do that, and then maybe a little turquoise. I think if you guys have a color of the day, obviously I did orange yesterday because of the Netflix show. Otherwise, maybe you have a washi tape that kind of speaks to you that day and you want to start there. Whatever works, right? So this is where we're at. I have to show you, it's not going to be in this video, but I bought another journal yesterday because, as you know, I'm not loving this, and so I will film a separate one on that. But this is really more kind of bringing out the art journaling stuff for me, which I enjoy, but I don't know if I want to, you know, kind of do it daily. And I think it's the size. I don't necessarily think it's the white background, which is part of it for me, but I think it's the size that's a little much for me, at least. I don't know. I don't know how many of you make a big page. So anyway, that will be today's. I actually take this because it's not, you know, used. I pop it back into my little container because I know I'm going to use it again on my next page. And then I got out some tapes that were kind of purpley because that was my mood today. And, you know, do we want to put this one down the middle or this one? I like this one, although this one would look cool on the edges, and I can do both. So again, I'm working with, look at, I'm just going to tape that to my desk and let it hang there for a minute. I'm working with these pages that actually have a little perforation right here, if you guys can see that. So I have to tape the middle. You guys don't have to tape, obviously. You can if you want, but for me it's actually kind of a logistical thing. So now this is interesting tape. I don't know where I got it. It's plasticky, if you will, and it needs to be cut. Normally I don't cut my tape, so normally I'll show you with this purple one. Oh, you guys are jiggling, sorry. I have you on this really weird kind of coil holder. This is an inexpensive tape from, I'm probably gonna say Dollar Tree. I went through my tapes, and I have quite a few. Don't get me wrong. I have way more than anyone ever would need in their life. So, but I didn't have purple, which is so funny. I'm not a big purple girl, and I don't have a lot of purple stuff. And so when I saw this was at the Dollar Tree a little while ago. So I did get it. I do like it. But it's kind of that paper, if you will. I don't know if it qualifies as an actual washi. So I think washi by definition is like a paper tape. And so some of these are more papery. Okay, so oh, this one's even weirder. Oh no, it's not. Okay, yeah, so it's papery. Okay, this one's a little bit more plasticky. It doesn't matter. When I use this, any sort of thing like this, I just put it down, and then you could use a credit card. I know you guys do that, right? You could use any sort of this. Sorry, Best Western. You could use a credit card to cut it. So if I do this, I take it to the edge and then just do that. Or I have this stamp holder that I use with a lot of my stamps, but I just keep it on my desk. And so as I'm putting my tape down this way, I do this because it makes it a little bit flat, right? And I pressure it and then do that. Oh, and of course it doesn't work when I show it to you, so I gotta cut it anyway. Here, we'll do another one. I don't think I'm gonna leave all this tape on here, but I'll show it to you guys. So I tend to do that, spread it out, and then there it is. So anyway, that's how I do my tape. I'm not loving this page so far, but I am going to work on it a little bit, and then you guys will see it later. But I wanted to just catch you up with some of the places I get my ideas from, or some of the fodder for my book, because I know some of you guys are sometimes asking. So a lot of it's just out of magazines or newspapers or stuff like that. So that's it for me, you guys. I hope you're having a great day and that you're doing something that inspires you. Take care. Bye.